Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Abhishek Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says revocation of Article 370 is a well-thought decision to usher in a new era of development in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The region will be freed from terrorism and separatism. In his address to the nation, Prime Minister expresses confidence that the youth will lead development process, bringing to an end decades of dynasty rule, says Ladakh and J&K have the potential to be biggest tourist hub of the world. Prime Minister assures transparency in assembly elections to be held in Jammu and Kashmir, urges Governor to complete the formation of block development councils. President confers country's highest civilian honour Bharat Ratna on Pranab Mukherjee, Nanaji Deshmukh and Bhupen Hazarika conferred the honour posthumously. Sensex jumps 637 points to reclaim 37,000 mark. Nifty also regains 11,000 level. And in cricket, India win the toss and elect to field against West Indies in the first ODI at Guyana. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said a new era has begun for the people of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh with the revocation of Article 370. Addressing the nation this evening, the Prime Minister said the dream of Sardar Patel, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and crowds of patriots has now been fulfilled. He said, as a nation, the country has taken a historic decision.
एक राष्ट्र के तौर पर, एक परिवार के तौर पर आपने, हमने, पूरे देश ने एक ऐतिहासिक फैसला लिया है। एक ऐसी व्यवस्था जिसकी वजह से जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख के हमारे भाई बहन अनेक अधिकारों से वंचित थे, जो उनके विकास में बड़ी बाधा थी, वो हम सबके प्रयासों से अब दूर हो गई है। जो सपना सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का था, बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर का था, डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी का था, अटल जी और करोड़ों देशभक्तों का था, वो सपना अब पूरा हुआ है।
The Prime Minister said the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh were not able to avail benefits of various rights, which was a major obstacle in their development. He congratulated people of Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh and the whole nation. The Prime Minister said, when some things are there forever, it is presumed that they will never change or go away, and Article 370 was something similar. He said no one was discussing the harm inflicted due to Article 370 on the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and nobody could tell the benefits it was providing to the people of this region. Mr. Modi said in other states of the country, the Minority Act is enforced to protect the interests of minorities, but this was not the case in Jammu and Kashmir. He said likewise the Minimum Wages Act is enforced to protect the interest of workers in other states, but in Jammu and Kashmir it was available only on paper. The Prime Minister stated that sanitation workers come under the Sanitation Worker Act in other states, but workers from Jammu and Kashmir were deprived of it. In many states, strong laws are there to stop atrocities against Dalits, but this was not the case in Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. Modi said in the new system, it will be the priority of the central government that the employees of the state, the Jammu and Kashmir police, get equal facilities at par with the employees of the other union territories and the police.
नई व्यवस्था में केंद्र सरकार की ये प्राथमिकता रहेगी कि राज्य के कर्मचारियों को दूसरे केंद्र शासित प्रदेश के कर्मचारियों और वहां की पुलिस के बराबर की सुविधाएं मिले, जैसे एलटीसी, हाउस रेंट अलाउंस, बच्चों की शिक्षा के लिए एजुकेशन अलाउंस, हेल्थ स्कीम जैसी अनेक सुविधाएं दी जाती हैं, जिनमें से अधिकांश जम्मू कश्मीर के कर्मचारियों को, पुलिस परिवारों को नहीं मिलती हैं। ऐसी सुविधाओं का तत्काल रिव्यू कराकर जल्द ही जम्मू कश्मीर के कर्मचारियों को ये सुविधाएं मुहैया कराई जाएगी।
The Prime Minister said the process of filling the vacant posts of centre and state in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh will be started soon, which will provide employment opportunities to the local youth. He said centre's public sector units and private sector companies will also be encouraged to provide jobs.
साथियों, बहुत जल्द ही जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख में सभी केंद्रीय और राज्य के रिक्त पदों को भरने की प्रक्रिया शुरू की जाएगी। इससे स्थानीय नौजवानों को रोजगार के पर्याप्त अवसर उपलब्ध होंगे। साथ ही केंद्र सरकार की पब्लिक सेक्टर यूनिट्स और प्राइवेट सेक्टर की बड़ी कंपनियों को भी रोजगार के नए अवसर उपलब्ध कराने के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा सेना और अर्धसैनिक बलों द्वारा स्थानीय युवाओं की भर्ती के लिए रैलियों का आयोजन किया जाएगा। सरकार द्वारा प्रधानमंत्री स्कॉलरशिप योजना का भी विस्तार किया जाएगा।
Mr. Modi said in last 3 decades, around 42,000 people have been killed in Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister said the government has tried to bring a new work culture and transparency in the Jammu and Kashmir administration. He said IIT, IIM, AIMS, all irrigation projects, all power projects and the Anti-Corruption Bureau are the results of this effort. He said through the new system, the region of Jammu and Kashmir will be freed from terrorism and separatism.
आर्टिकल 370 और 35A ने जम्मू कश्मीर को अलगाववाद, आतंकवाद, परिवारवाद और व्यवस्थाओं में बड़े पैमाने पर फैले भ्रष्टाचार के अलावा कुछ नहीं। इन दोनों अनुच्छेद का देश के खिलाफ कुछ लोगों की भावनाएं भड़काने के लिए पाकिस्तान द्वारा एक शस्त्र के तौर पर इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा था।
The Prime Minister said Jammu and Kashmir will be taken to new heights of development. He said Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh have the potential to become the biggest tourist destination of the world. He said there was a time when Kashmir was the favorite destination of several Bollywood filmmakers. The Prime Minister expressed confidence that in the near future, even international films will be shot there. Mr. Modi said as Panchayat elections were conducted with transparency, in the same way, assembly elections will also be held. He urged the governor of the state that the formation of the Block Development Council, which has been pending for the last 2 to 3 decades, should also be completed at the earliest. Mr. Modi said after the formation of the Union Territory, the development of the people of Ladakh is a special responsibility of the central government. Now, with the help of local representatives, development councils of Ladakh and Kargil, the centre will now be able to extend the benefits of all development schemes faster. The News Services Division of All India Radio will bring you a special bilingual program on Prime Minister's address to the nation. This can be heard on the FM Gold channel at 9:30 p.m. today. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com. New Delhi today said that Islamabad's unilateral action in respect to its bilateral relations with India, including the downgrading of diplomatic relations, are intended to present an alarming picture to the world. The External Affairs Ministry said the reasons for these steps cited by Pakistan are not supported by facts on the ground. It said the recent developments pertaining to Article 370 are entirely the internal affair of India. It said the Constitution of India was, is and will always be a sovereign matter. Seeking to interfere in that jurisdiction by invoking an alarmist vision of the region will never succeed. In Jammu and Kashmir, situation remained peaceful for the 4th consecutive day today amid imposition of Section 144. Some shops opened in Srinagar and the movement of people was seen on the roads despite the restrictions. However, people in Kashmir Valley mostly remain indoors due to strict enforcement of Section 144. Shops reopened in most parts of Jammu and Kathua districts and private traffic was plying normally. In Kathua district, government offices, banks and public sector undertakings functioned normally today. Schools and colleges also reopened in the district. In Riyasi, government offices and banks resumed functioning from today. In Samba district, situation remained peaceful and authorities have decided to reopen schools and colleges from tomorrow. Governor Satyapal Malik held a meeting with his advisors and Chief Secretary in Raj Bhavan, Srinagar last evening to review the law and order situation and provision of basic services and essential commodities to people in the state. Our correspondent has filed this report.
In order to facilitate people of Kashmir to celebrate Eid-ul-Azha, Governor Satyapal Malik has issued directions for setting up of special mandis, ration, grocery and medical stores at different locations in the valley. Governor also issued directions that students from outside J&K who wish to go to their homes for celebration of Eid may be facilitated. On the directions of the Governor, 2 helpline numbers 94190 28242 and 94190-28251 have been established in the office of District Development Commissioner, Srinagar, for facilitating people of Kashmir. R.K. Rana, AR News, Jammu and Kashmir.
The Supreme Court today refused to accord urgent hearing to a plea challenging the presidential order on Article 370, which revoked Jammu and Kashmir's special status. The Apex Court also refused to accord urgent hearing to another plea filed by a Congress activist against the government's decision to impose restrictions in Jammu and Kashmir after revoking provisions of Article 370. The matter was mentioned for urgent listing before a bench headed by Justice N.V. Ramana. The court said the pleas would be heard in due course. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. President Ramnath Kovind today conferred country's highest civilian honour Bharat Ratna on former President Pranab Mukherjee. Social activist Nanaji Deshmukh and singer Bhupen Hazarika were conferred the honour posthumously. Pranab Mukherjee received the award from the President at a function in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Bhupen Hazarika's son Tej Hazarika received the award on his behalf, while a relative of Nanaji Deshmukh, Virendrajit Singh, received the award for him. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and several union ministers were present at the function. The 77th anniversary of the August Kranti Divas, which is considered as one of the important milestones in the history of freedom struggle of our country, was observed today. On this date in 1942, Mahatma Gandhi gave a clarion call to end the British rule and launched the Quit India movement at the session of the All India Congress Committee in Mumbai. The grateful country paid homage to the freedom fighters and remembered the supreme sacrifices of the martyrs during the freedom struggle. In Bihar, several freedom fighters, including Dr. Rajendra Prasad, were arrested on 9th August 1942. Students across the state agitated over arrests of their leaders. More from our correspondent.
On August 11, 1942, when a group of students were marching to hoist tricolour on the Patna Secretariat building, several rounds of gunshots were fired in which 7 school students were martyred and several injured. This led to a widespread agitation and a complete statewide strike the following day. Several government buildings, including railway stations and post offices, were set on fire by violent agitators. Jai Prakash Narayan played a leading role in the agitation. Later, during the movement, he went underground in Tarai region of Nepal and constituted Azad Dasta, which trained people for the freedom struggle. During Quit India movement in Bihar, 134 people were martyred and over 15,000 were imprisoned. With K.K. Lal's report from Patna, Anuja Bhardwajan, AIR News.
Equity benchmarks today bounced back more than 1.5% amid positive global stocks. Sensex reclaimed 37,000 mark and Nifty regained 11,000 level. The rupee appreciated 20 paise against the US currency and gold prices hit all-time high to settle above 38,000 rupees per 10-gram mark in Delhi bullion market. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange surged 637 points or 1.74% to end at 37,327. Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also climbed 177 points or 1.63% to settle at 11,032. The rupee at the forex market also appreciated 20 paise to 70 rupees and 69 paise against the US dollar. With Sanjay Kumar Singh, Paul Thottam, AIR News.
In cricket, the West Indies were 3 for no loss in 3 overs against India in the first one-day international of the 3-match series at Providence Stadium, Guyana, a short while ago. The wet outfield due to rain before the start of the match forced the toss to be delayed. It will be a 43 overs per side game. Earlier, Indian captain Virat Kohli won the toss and opted to field. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says revocation of Article 370 is a well-thought decision to usher in a new era of development in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The region will be freed from terrorism and separatism. In his address to the nation, Prime Minister expresses confidence that the youth will lead development process, bringing to an end decades of dynasty rule. Says Ladakh and J&K have the potential to be biggest tourist hub of the world. Prime Minister assures transparency in assembly elections to be held in Jammu and Kashmir, urges Governor to complete the formation of block development councils. President confers country's highest civilian honour Bharat Ratna on Pranab Mukherjee, Nanaji Deshmukh and Bhupen Hazarika conferred the honour posthumously. Sensex jumps 637 points to reclaim 37,000 mark. Nifty also regains 11,000 level. And in cricket, India win the toss and elect to field against West Indies in the first ODI at Guyana. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.